What up, everyone? What's up, everyone, and welcome to the Business Podcast. Whoop, whoop. I'm your host, Yvette, and I'm so happy that you're joining us. If you haven't, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell them to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please.
Can you make sure you like, subscribe to the Youngstown's #1 Browns fan, Yvette?
Thank you very much. I like the way that you said, I'm going on Browns and Yvette from Youngstown. I like it. I'll take it. I think I don't think it's taken. I don't think there's another Yvette from Youngstown. I think I'm the one and only. I mean, you're not the only Paul Brown. I mean, obviously, right?
I'm going to be really honest with you. I met some other fans from Youngstown this weekend in Seattle.
I know. Were they awesome?
They were actually really nice people.
I can't wait to hear about that. What a great friend. I mean, most of you guys that are watching probably know that my guest just had an epic. What is that? By the way, we'll get to that. An epic trip from Indy to Seattle. How amazing was that? I didn't watch your Instagram story, so I'm here. I'm happy to hear about it.
It was a great trip to Seattle, and Indianapolis was also a lovely trip.
Which one did you like better? Let me change it.
Seattle, because it has the sea.
Oh yeah.
I do feel at home when I'm by the sea.
But we lost that game. We didn't lose the other one. That's all right. We're moving forward, right?
Sorry?
We lost the game in Seattle.
Sorry, I've lost your audio.
You can't hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Now?
Sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. I said we lost the game in Seattle, though. That's what sucks. We won the game in Indy.
Yeah. It was a very, very bad loss, to be honest. But being a Browns fan, every week we expect to lose in a bad way.
Yeah.
If we win, it's good. If we win, it's brilliant. Don't get me wrong. I love winning. However, if the Cleveland Browns lose, it's normally in a classic Brownsy way.
Okay. Is my sound better now? Sorry. I listened to you. Is it better?
Yeah, you sound better, yeah.
Okay. That is the worst. So, okay. What was the best part of the trip? Out of the whole entire trip?
Best part of the trip was seeing the natural beauty of America. The big national parks.
Yeah.
Where else did I enjoy? Badlands. Have you ever heard of Badlands?
Mm-hmm.
It's in South Dakota. Very beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just enjoyed the whole trip from the nature point of view. I enjoyed Seattle, going out on a boat. That was lovely. Seeing Joe Thomas was nice. Meeting up with loads of Browns fans in Indy and Seattle. Seattle was a really good tailgate. Top 3 tailgates of my life.
Why?
Just when people travel in any sports, I feel, it brings the best people all together. And I just think you get a real niche or a real, you get loads of people that are high impact people, all having a great time. Everyone's made the effort to travel, so everyone's just up for having a great time.
Indy was kind of like not that crazy compared to a Browns tailgate.
Yeah, I would say Indianapolis. The Browns backers did a really good job. Hanford Dixon was there. However, I'd say there's probably 5,000 Browns fans walking around the city, and you had a Browns backers for about 250, 500 people. So every pub or bar you went into, it was just full of Browns backers.
I was so sad I didn't go. I had the most FOMO. Like, serious. There was like every. I mean, besides me, he's at from Youngstown. Browns fan from Youngstown. I mean,
it was.
Youngstowners made it to Seattle, though. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was. There was definitely more fans in Indianapolis than there was in Seattle.
Yeah.
Well,
it's closer.
You can see it in the stadium.
Yeah, it's closer for one thing, but still, there was a lot in Seattle. We have some comments. Can you see those comments that come up?
Let me have a look on the screen. Let's have a look. Comments. Yeah, I've got comments. Someone says your audio is muffed.
That was like.
Yeah, someone said the Saturday night backers in Seattle was lit. Ed in Columbus asked, who would be Jimmy Haslam, Kevin Stefanski, and Deshaun Watson of these three? King Charles, Prince William, Prince Harry. I have Charles as Jimmy, William as Stefanski, and Harry as Watson. Yeah, that makes total sense, actually. Deshaun Watson, the troubled child, maybe.
Is that all of them?
Yeah.
I don't have any girl for Sandra. She usually takes care of like these kind of things for me, you know. So I was going to show you this. This is a regular size Guinness card, just so you know.
Well, there we go.
But it doesn't matter. It's all about this. You have no idea what I had to do to get this cup today.
Tell us what you had to do.
I mean, it came from a Steelers fan. Believe it or not, that's how I did it. At the end of the day,
Where's that leave button?
Well, he have a really good friend that owns BW3s. He has a couple BW3s around here. And I asked him, do you guys have the Guinness, cups? I sent him the cup, and he's like, yeah. Went there, wasn't the right one. I'm like, oh, I can't bring this, because I knew you'd be like, well, that's not the right cup. I knew it would be like a big deal because I didn't have a symbol. So he's like, and which is kind of funny because Paul came to Youngstown. We'll talk about that. I brought him to Youngstown. It kind of sucked because there was nothing going on. But do you remember Steel Valley in the mall, like right by the first place that we went to? I ended up going back to that place.
I remember.
Yeah. So it was Bogies, and my friend Melvin hooked me up with this. So hi, Melvin from thank you for the Guinness class. This is what they had. So look, I'm excited. What are you doing? Moving around.
I'm moving to pour my Guinness.
Oh, we're gonna do this already?
Do you have Kellogg's in America?
Yeah. Isn't that American?
No, it's English, I think. No, it's probably American.
Yeah. I have this one. These are cool, and I just got them out of the refrigerator. So.
Okay. I think you'll need 2 of them, though.
2? For that trip for the smells? Okay. I remember this.
Oh, very good.
So,
So with a Guinness, you can just pour it in the.
Whoa.
You don't pour it neatly. The idea is you're aggressive.
You guys ever know? I don't want that's one whole beer.
Okay, you need to get more now in it.
Okay. Top it off?
No. Yeah, you need another one, yeah.
Okay.
Look. 1, 2.
So anyways, I already beat, I think it's like 2-1 on this, right? We did this twice. Once a place in Cleveland. What was the name of the place that we were at in Cleveland? Remember where we did this? It was like an Irish.
I beat you yesterday in the Stone Man pub. I beat you.
No, you. Well, I didn't understand the game at all. We'll look at that. And then we redid it in Youngstown, and I beat him.
Yeah, but we didn't really do it properly last time. So, what we're looking for is a good head, and we want to top it up there, so it just goes over a little bit. See that? Okay.
Look at that! Look at that! Is beautiful. Okay.
Okay, I put too much in now. All right, you ready to do the challenge?
Well, tell everyone what the challenge is so they can see when I win, like how I won.
Okay. So the idea is there's 2 ways of doing this. Number 1, the way I do it, and a lot of people would say if you're Irish, you do it a different way. But anyway, see the Guinness? See the text? See the harp? You need to be above the text of the Guinness and below the harp. You drink it, you pull it down on a flat surface, and at that point, you then judge.
All right.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay,
You
3,
ready?
2, 1, cheers. Unbelievable.
Wait, I was fine. Fine.
Let's have a look at yours.
It's not good.
Sorry?
It's not good.
No. Let me just get a screenshot. There we go.
Can we do it again? Top it off. Top it off. Top it off. Because I wasn't ready. And when yours fell over the glass, and I think when that happened, it was kind of like disqualified.
Are you trying to get me drunk?
I mean, it's 5 sips, dude. I mean, this is coming from a white claw drinker.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Okay, well, let me top it up.
I underestimated how much I drank last time. I got it this time. You guys ready? We got it.
No, I'm not ready yet.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to keep the camera in my hand this time, okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
3,
Cheers.
2, 1, cheers.
Oh my God! So good.
Let's see.
You know what happened? I started getting self-conscious that you guys were listening to me like gulp in the microphone. And I was like, what? I was like embarrassed, and I wish I had turned it off so I could get down. But no, wait. It goes down a little bit.
Yeah, you lose again.
No, wait. No.
Yes, look. And look, I can even see what you're doing. You're doing that to try and make it low. Pull it down. Pull it down.
It's perfect.
It's not perfect.
It is. It's exactly in the between. Oh
Pull
my
it down.
God, you guys, I won. Amazing.
Put it down on the table.
Okay. Let it rest for like 10 seconds. Let it breathe. Let's see. Can you see any more comments to see if anyone else seen that I won? That? Who? I can't see that.
Okay, I got some questions.
Sure.
Paul Devonport said a bit harsh on Charlie. Sorry, Paul. Steve Hart, Seattle was a blast at Aussies. Buckeyes on Saturday night with Browns fans was a great time. Steve, I agree, it was a great thing. Okay. And someone's just told me Kellogg's is an American company. Okay. Ed in
Uh,
Columbus has asked, what English Premiership soccer team would the Browns be equivalent to? Paul Devonport said, Spurs. They've won cup competitions but won the championship around the time the Browns last won there in 1963 and 64. However, I think, Paul, Tottenham Hotspurs are top of the league at the moment. So, doesn't really feel the same as the Browns. I personally would say the Cleveland Browns are like Newcastle Football Club, Newcastle football team, who are a blue-collar town, bit cold, similar bridges, maybe Liverpool with the music, maybe Everton, maybe Aston Villa. Anyway, you tell me what you think the Browns is like to a soccer team. Have you ever watched a soccer game in your life?
yes. Oh
Who?
my God! First of all, I've been watching the Netflix. What's his name for the Spice Girl? Oh
I'm
my
not
God!
going to say.
A little bit of
I'm not going to say his name. You
Dave
tell me what he's
Beckham.
called.
Dave
Who?
Beckham. Right?
What's he called?
David Beckham, isn't it?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he doesn't play anymore, but I was watching that documentary and it was really interesting. I like that. But I've watched a few. It's exciting. I'd be interested in like watching it for sure. I like the way like everybody gets really into it, and I didn't even realize, like, I think I talked to you about that before, about how you guys are separated, the home and away team, and that's kind of interesting.
I think it'd be really good for the NFL to have a home and away team, like you do in college football.
Mm-hmm. And like, you mean where you sit in the stands?
Yeah, imagine this. Imagine being in Seattle, 2,000 Browns fans all together singing, "Here we go, Brownies, here we go, woof woof."
Yeah. Hey, Paul, did you see this? How about
Look,
them apples? That is
you got
freaking perfect.
number one. You got to show me the text. Show me the text. Look.
I see a
You're
picture of
blatantly
it.
under the Guinness. You're blatantly under the text.
It's just right, settled right under, like, how you explained it. It's beautiful. I think I'm actually going to keep it just like this. Perfect.
No, don't do that.
It's actually not a bad beer, Guinness. You know?
It's not really. Audience, is Guinness beer or not? I don't think it is. It's called stout.
It's called stout. That's a type of beer.
It's actually
Full screen.
it's full of iron, and it's very, very good. If a lady is going through her time of the month, because it gives it full of iron.
There you have it. I mean, that's why I had you on the podcast. You know, exactly, to give those type of tips to the audience that really wanted to know that. That's great to know. Let's talk about what's going on with Sean Watson. He practiced today.
Yep.
He's going to play against Arizona. And what are your thoughts about that whole situation?
Let's go through. Are you a Deshaun Watson fan?
What's the context? That's a heated question. Oh my gosh. I'm a fan of, we're just talking about football. I think that he's the best
everything.
team. Well, I think he's the best. I think he's the best shot that we have as for the Browns. I think.
What do you think about the 24 massages against him?
Wow. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he was never convicted.
Okay, you have the same opinion as me. I have a daughter, and yes, I would never want my daughter to be in that situation. On the flip side, why has no one prosecuted him? That's the other side.
Yeah, we don't know the whole story of what happened, and there's too much. I don't know. If you wanted to sit there and concentrate on that, then then we'll have to do that with Ben Roethlisberger and all the other freaking freaks. You know what I mean? So I just want to win, Paul, and I think he's our best shot for sure. What do you think it is? PJ Walker? Come on. It's not going to be PJ Walker.
I think the Guinness is going to your head.
What? Why?
It's not White Claw, is it?
Black cherry.
I think he needs to get up to speed. What I've seen him three times this year in real life. Every time I've looked into his eyes, I think he cares. Baker Mayfield cared, but I really think he cares, and I think he wants to genuinely do well.
I agree. I don't think it's true. Like when people are saying, "Oh, he doesn't want to play," I don't think he's like. I don't think that at all. I think he's hurt. I honestly think that's just what it is. I think people are trying to make it bigger than what it is. I think he's just not fully ready. He's not feeling up to par, and that's all. I think he wants to win. Hope so.
Yeah, I personally think, the Browns as a team have given away far too many turnovers this year. I am a little bit scared of Deshaun Watson being rusty and, not being in form, and that hurting his confidence. But yeah, I want him to be 100% out there. I want him to be throwing balls to Cooper and Juku, and no longer Donovan Peoples-Jones, which I was a fan of. How do you feel about that?
I think we'll continue to see what Cedric Tillman has. I think we got it was pretty much even. We had him for a couple of years. We got back what we got him for. He was good for. He had some great moments. The Baker Mayfield moment, Cincinnati catch, But I wish him the best. I'm like the kind of girls like when you're on my team, I love you. When you're gone, it's like bye. And that's not rude, and that's how they are about us. I know some people get so attached to people sometimes. Sometimes they'll move to other teams and they're not thinking about us. I don't think for the most part they are. They're not really from Cleveland. Not everyone's like you, Paul, that come to different, state, country, what have you. You were in Youngstown. How many Pittsburgh Steelers fans did you see in Youngstown? For the pod, as soon as you walked in there, it's crazy.
But the thing with Donovan Peoples-Jones is we got him for a 6th round pick. Yeah. We'd have to extend his contract end of this year. We've obviously got him on a cheap because he's a 6th round on his wage, 6th round. Was we going to extend him? I feel at the end of last year, yes. But now we're not. So we've got a 6th round for him. It's good business, but I don't know. I think
Elijah Moore, I think they like Elijah Moore better, in the scheme with Deshaun Watson. I don't know. I wasn't I think people were mad because we didn't get a backup quarterback. But if Deshaun Watson's going to be ready to play, why do we need a backup quarterback? And maybe they have maybe they have a plan. I don't know. Believe it or not.
The quarterback situation is very interesting because we've got DTR, we've got PJ Walker, and we've also got Deshaun Watson.
You know what I seen today, which was so interesting this morning on SportsCenter, actually. At SportsCenter, there's 12 starting quarterbacks this week that are different than you would expect. There's names on these teams that I've never even heard of before. It's crazy, what's going on right now with the quarterbacks. So PJ Walker, I didn't even know who the hell is PJ Walker. You know what I mean? Everybody.
He was okay at the Panthers as a backup, and he did okay in the XFL league. But yeah, who do you want to play on Sunday? Deshaun Watson or?
Of course, I want Deshaun Watson to play. I think it's an easy game. It's Arizona. He shouldn't have. I think that if we have 2 big games coming up against Baltimore and the Steelers. So
I would like us to play DTR against the Cardinals.
why? To save Deshaun Watson for those 2 games, or if he's already?
Yeah. And let's see how Deshaun Watson does against the Ravens and Pittsburgh. I think DTR got chucked in the deep end. Didn't do very well, as we all know. But maybe this is his chance to come in, prove himself against maybe an easier competitor.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that, but then in a way, I'm like, do I want Deshaun Watson to come back against Baltimore like for the first time? There's a lot, but Arizona, I don't know, it seems a lot softer. But we'll see. I mean, I want to win the next 3 games. Out of the next 3 games, how many do you think we'll win? I mean, we have Arizona, and then I think we do have the Ravens and Steelers, right?
I think 2 and 3 we're going to win. Obviously, I think we're going to lose to the Ravens. Yeah.
We have to beat Pittsburgh at home. Have you ever gone to a Browns Steelers game?
Come on.
I mean, I'm just getting to know you, dude. I don't know. I've never seen you the first time we met was this year.
Yeah. I met you on Sunday.
At the game. Not Sunday.
Yeah. I went to Youngstown with you.
Yes.
I then went to Pittsburgh.
I know, right in between. And then you went back. You went to Cleveland, Youngstown, Cleveland, Pittsburgh. Instead of
I've seen 4 games in Pittsburgh and a couple in Cleveland. So I really, really, really want to win in Pittsburgh. Really want to win in Pittsburgh.
I don't want anything more than to win. Nobody hates the Steelers more than me. I mean, I hate it. This is a question you got on Twitter, okay? In your humble and honest opinion, would Stefanski ever really want Deshaun Watson? I think he really wanted to make a play for Kirk Cousins. What do you think on that? PB?
Look, I think we all want different things at different points of our life. But when you commit to a house, a car, once you've made your decision, you back your decision. So maybe he wanted Cousins, but at the end of the day, we've got Deshaun Watson now. He's our quarterback. We have to back him. And Kevin's the same, I think.
This is a good question for you. What is your best memory at a Cleveland Browns game? This is from Luis Alberto. See how they put that
yeah, probably
Puerto Rican. Well, I'm 100% Puerto Rican, but I call myself a Puerto Rican.
Probably for me, the highlights of being a Browns fan is never winning by 3 touchdowns to nothing. For me, it's losing a game and then winning a game. So I'd probably put up there. First game of the season last year. I was in the stadium was Panthers versus the Browns, Baker Mayfield versus the Browns, first time, and Cleveland Browns won with a field goal. And I was lucky enough to get the winning ball. So that was probably my best ever moment as a Cleveland Browns fan.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Did they sign it?
Yes, he did after the game.
Weird. Yeah. So what's like, let's do the opposite. What was like the worst game that you've gone to that you're like, oh, this sucked so bad?
There's so many.
Yeah, I know.
Jets game last year was really bad.
You were at that game?
Yeah.
I thought the Jets game last year was the home game.
It was the home game, Jets, yeah.
Yeah.
Big Ben in Pittsburgh, his last game, I was in the stadium in Pittsburgh. We had Baker Mayfield. We should have won that game. We didn't. I would love to have ruined Big Ben's retirement game, and we didn't. Yes, Paul Davenport says, be the Browns fans for 40 years. That hasn't been too many highlights. Come on, Paul. There's always highlights. Probably the best moment I've seen, the most excited I have. There's two games I've really enjoyed, and this is why I definitely don't never want to diss Baker Mayfield. Number one, Browns versus the Jets when we won after 600 days.
You were at that game?
I wasn't. No.
Oh, okay. This is just your favorite games.
One of my favorite games, and one of my favorite other games was Cleveland beating Pittsburgh down in the Heinz Stadium in them days in the playoffs. That was also a great win.
With Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
I don't hate Baker Mayfield.
Well, no one should. No one should. He's the last quarterback to get a playoff win, so I'm definitely a Baker bro, or whatever they call him on Twitter or X. Yeah,
no, you're not. You're not.
I am. I like.
No,
Baker.
That's a negative term. I think. You don't want to be a Baker bro. You're not. You're just. You know what you're called? A logical Browns fan. Because that's how I feel about Baker Mayfield. Like you're not still saying, oh, like Baker bros are still talking about him. Like.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'm not a Baker bro properly, but the other thing I was thinking is like, even if we had Baker Mayfield now, we wouldn't have him because he'd have done his last year and we'd let him go. We could have signed him to a franchise tag, but yeah, Baker Mayfield wouldn't be with us now anyway. So we would have no quarterback right now if Baker Mayfield did take the 5th year.
Yeah. So I want to talk to you about food for a second.
Yep.
Did you bring the chocolate? Didn't you bring the chocolate? We just had Halloween, and I've just.
I think I've still got some food.
I think you're not a fan of American chocolate. It's Cadbury's chocolate spread. It's just okay to me, and I mean it's not the best. I like Philadelphia candies, like Florence, but.
So in England, the kids celebrate Halloween. Teenagers will celebrate Halloween, but that's really it, to be honest.
Do you just mean adults don't?
When I was in Seattle out on Halloween night, every single person was in fancy dress, and I was like, Americans do this correct. Halloween.
Well, yeah, exactly. So no, like if you're over 18, you don't get dressed up anymore. It's over in England.
If you're going through a midlife crisis like myself, then you may dress up for Halloween. But yeah, most people don't dress up for Halloween.
How would you dress up for Halloween if you did? You should have.
Well, my two favorites are. My two favorites are Tiger King.
That's so old, though. People like you can't just come in as Tiger King now. Like people would be like, no. Like Tiger 2 years ago, maybe when I was out in 2020.
Tiger King and Batman are my two favorites.
That's interesting. Those are two different parallels there. Tiger King and Batman.
What did you dress up as this year?
Jessica Rabbit.
But you didn't go out on Halloween though, did you?
Halloween, actual Halloween?
Yeah.
The 3rd, like as in yesterday? No, I took my daughter trick or treating. It was a Tuesday. Club didn't go up on the Tuesday.
No, Halloween was Monday, wasn't it? No, Tuesday. It was Tuesday. Yeah.
It was Tuesday. Oh my gosh! So, did you wait when we came? You had not Uptown Pizza, Wedgwood Pizza when you came to Youngstown. Where's did you have the best meal at in your life? Because I know you like food. You're a foodie. I like sweets.
Best meal of my life. Probably when I was a young chef going to Gordon Ramsay's 3-star Michelin restaurant and was like, everything was on point. Everything was perfect.
Who made it? Him or you? What's your specialty? Like, if you were to make somebody something, like, if I came over for breakfast, what would you make me? Kella. That is so amazing.
No, honestly, if you came to my house for breakfast for the first time, I'd probably be trying to impress you. I'll probably go with scrambled eggs, avocado, and bread.
If you came to my house for breakfast, you'd be getting eggs with the shell. They'd be like hard scrambled eggs. I don't like waffles. Do you like sweets for breakfast? Do you like pancakes for breakfast?
I don't mind a little waffle, like a small waffle, but none of this Americans like pancake on pancake on pancake on pancake on pancake on pancake. It's too much.
All right. So I just have a couple more questions here for you, and then I will let you, what was the name for the football team? Where do you see the Browns now? They're 4-3 without Watson and the DPJ trade. What do you see for the future for the Browns, Paul Brown?
The Cleveland Browns, I think, can beat every single team that we're going to play left this season, except for the Jags and Ravens, very easily.
Why the Jags? Do you like the Jags?
I think I've seen them play this year in London. I think they're good.
I want to get a game in London. It's not the same, It's probably not.
No. It's a very weird experience. You've got 32 teams all turning up in there. Brady, Mahomes, Jim Brown, Big Ben, all showing off their vintage jerseys. And you've probably got like 5,000-10,000 home fans. And yeah, everyone's there to enjoy the sport rather than follow a team. So maybe 10 to 20 home fans turn up.
Yeah. Who's your favorite Cleveland Brown now that's on the roster?
Sorry, say that again? I was checking the comments.
Who's your favorite? Like your favorite player in the Cleveland Browns right now?
Look, I think the two favourites for everyone is Myles Garrett and Nick Chubb.
Yeah. What about all time?
My all-time Browns, probably go Jim Brown.
Did I accidentally do that? Jim Brown? I mean, not.
I never saw him play, but yeah, I'll probably go Jim Brown.
I didn't mean to say that in a bad way. It's just really like
Baker Mayfield.
No, I'm just not like
Joe Thomas.
have you met?
I know you're wearing the top.
I put on the Joe Thomas show. It's he's my favorite. One of my favorites.
Joe Schobert. Odell Beckham.
What? Oh my god! No, you did not just say it. He's one of your favorites.
I never
He's
liked.
Not. Why?
I never liked the trade. We gave up I think it was about 15, 16 round pick. First round 15th or 16th pick for Odell Beckham, and I was like, I'd much prefer to have a wide receiver than that.
You'd much rather have another wide receiver than Odell Beckham?
Well, I'd have preferred a first round wide receiver that year versus Odell.
Yeah, someone who's like injury prone and
attitude.
like
but at the time, I was not happy with the trade.
No. When are you coming back? When's your next Browns game? Did you get all the comments on here? Are you coming back for another game, or are you done for the year? Are you done for the night? I mean, did we just leave him? I think we just lost him, which is so awesome. Not awesome because I would think that this is something that would happen to me, where I would like leave. I think he's coming back.
Sorry. The comments and the leave are really close to each other, and I've got fat fingers, so sorry.
We were fine. We did good without you. We still
I'm thinking about 2 games right this moment. Houston on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, Houston. And also Bengals last game of the season.
You only come in for like football season. Do you ever come into Cleveland any other time of the year, or just when the Browns play?
If I'm working in Detroit or somewhere close by, I'll come to Cleveland. But I personally only like coming in the fall. Basically, I think my life goal is to live in Cleveland from September to the end of November.
3 months. The fall. It's so pretty. It is
I
pretty.
always watch your posts.
Just because of the weather, or just because of football season, and you don't like?
I think it has it all. You've got end of baseball season, start of the basketball season. You've got the leaves, the warm weather in September, the cold weather in November. I think it's the best time to be in America.
Yeah. Well, are you done?
I've got some questions for you.
Okay.
Who is your favorite? We can finish the podcast when we finish the drink.
I'm still in Ohio, so I don't have to go to bed, so I can drink as much as I want.
Who is your all-time favorite Cleveland Browns player?
Currently playing, or all time?
Currently, then all time.
I mean, how could you not love Nick Chubb? He's so good at the game, and it's his humbleness, and you don't get that often. I think when you find someone that's so good at something and they don't brag about it, and that's the last thing they want. He just cares about football, and I find that really awesome. So I really do like Nick Chubb, and of course the same too as you, Myles Garrett, and for almost the same reason. I think he's just really, really good at what he does, and I think he's just a really good guy in general. So those two for sure.
Legend?
Bernie Kosar?
From Youngstown?
Of course. I mean, that's huge. When it's coming from a girl from Youngstown, being a big fan of the Browns, and you have Bernie Kosar, who went to high school literally 2 minutes away from where I live, which I actually took you to see where he went to high school at. And I live in Boardman, Ohio, which is where everything is. Of course. And it's just the passion that he has for the Browns still to this day, I love that. How many players have like old quarterbacks and they're still like prominent in what's going on now. So Bernie Kosar for sure. And Brian Sipe. I like Brian Sipe. And of course Joe Thomas. I never knew another person dead. Great player. Doesn't care about bragging he played on a losing team. I mean, how can you not love a guy who played on a losing team? That's how I feel about being a Browns fan, rooting like you for a team that sucks. I mean, and still being passionate about it. That's Joe Thomas as a player to me. Like, he's played for a team that sucks. He's still passionate about it, and he's still passionate about it today about the Browns. And how could you not love someone like that? So those guys for sure. And I don't know if anybody else is up there. Those are my majors. And I have Brian Sipe and Clay Matthews autograph. I do not have Bernie Kosar or Joe Thomas, but I will get them. And I'm putting them on that same hat and I'm giving it to my daughter. That's my goal. I know it's going to happen. I don't need your help or anyone else's help. I could get those 2 autographs for my daughter. And wouldn't that be awesome? Those 4 autographs on that.
I'm not a big autograph fan.
Why?
I just find it a little bit
weird.
Yeah.
It's fine. It is kind of, especially like I get that. But how come when it comes to people like, let's say, Brian's like,
Like if I saw
like something like someone like that.
if I saw like David Beckham, I wouldn't ask him for his autograph. My number one goal with anyone who is famous would be to have a shot with them, and then second a photo. But to have a drink with someone, I think is really good.
So who would you have a drink with that you haven't, if you could?
I've never had a drink with, but Koza. I've had a drink with Eric Metcalf, Joe Thomas. Who else? Never Ernest Binus. Who else? Who else have I had a drink with?
Have you had a drink with
Odell Beckham had a drink with in London.
That's why you like him.
Yeah, whenever I meet Odell, he's a really nice person. He's a fun guy. So,
about him, like he seems like a fun guy.
Scottish Hammer. Scottish Hammer I've had a drink with. Zane Gonzalez, ex-kicker for the Browns. Greg Joseph. Who else have I had? Never had a drink with Myles Garrett.
Does Myles Garrett drink, though? Maybe when he retires.
Actually, I've kind of had a drink with Myles Garrett. I was in Germany on a Zoom call with him, and I was drinking a drink, but he wasn't drinking.
Was he playing with dinosaurs?
Probably drink, dinosaur blood. Yeah.
Are you watching the Cavs? I'm drunk.
Right.
See?
No, I finish this, the podcast
no, I have a little buzz going on. I gotta get off before I get weird with it. Who knows the shit I say?
I'll be honest with you, I was very impressed with how much you drunk when we hang out in Youngstown.
I'll be honest with you, I was really unimpressed at how you ordered a White Claw when we were at the bar.
Look,
I was shocked. I was like, what?
I'm just looking after my body.
I was like, you're like, I'll take a White Claw. I'm like, excuse me? Wait, aren't you English? Aren't you guys like, oh, look at us, we're drinkers. And then you come to America and you order White Claw? Seems a little. What?
I'm just checking my fridge. I've got no White Claw in stock at the moment.
You said it's black cherry, so that was.
Oh, I love a black cherry white. If you ever see me at tailgate and you've got a White Claw black cherry, I'm very interested.
You see me at a tailgate, please do not. I'll take tequila out of that. White Claw's okay, but nah. You ordered that, though. Imagine that. All right, what time is it? See it? I got you right. I told you. Oh, that was me.
Last question. When are you going to come to London and visit me?
Wait, hold on a second. Hello, am I back?
Oh, God, your mic sounds amazing now.
Oh, wait, it's gone down. Now it's gone. Is it working? Is it working now? Am I on?
Oh,
Can you hear me?
So good now.
Are you lying? Is it
I
bad?
can actually understand you now. This sounds great.
Why didn't you? Can you hear me now?
Yes, that's brilliant.
I don't have a passport. I have to get a passport. I would love to come. I've never been to London. I cannot wait.
Have you ever been to Mexico?
No.
Canada?
Yes. Come on. We used to go there when we were like 19 because you were allowed to drink then.
So you can go to Canada without a passport?
Not now. You used to be able to.
Oh.
Back in the day, you used to be able to. I don't think so now. But
just get a passport now.
How long does it take to fly there again? Did you really only start hearing me now better?
Oh, you sound amazing now.
Are you serious? Because I didn't have my cord plugged in all the way.
You sound great now.
You know what happened? My dog got this cord that's plugged in from here to here, and he chewed the cord up, and it's like frayed. So when I put it in, that's what happens. I just noticed that. So that's why my sound's been messed up. So I guess I have to find another cord for my thing. Sorry, guys.
what we'll have to do
Were you
is
able to, I hope you were able to hear me. I'll be so mad if I go back and I'm like,
yeah, that's what you've been sounding like for the last hour.
The whole time?
Yeah.
I can't read the comments either. That's people are probably trying. Are you lying?
So what we'll do next time is we'll do a proper podcast. We'll sit down and talk and get the audio really nice.
Wait a minute. You're you're just gonna leave my podcast and call me janky before I leave.
What's jinky mean?
Like janky, like messed up podcast. Like my sound was fucked up.
Well, you can listen to it back and work it out for yourself.
Oh, I'm not gonna listen to it back now because I'm gonna be so annoyed if that's how it was. Because you didn't say it. You could all I had to do was push it in a little bit.
Well, I didn't realize you had
That's what she said.
I didn't realize you had a dodgy cable. Sorry. And you got to remember something else. English person's very polite. They would never say there was a problem.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna say anything because I will act like an adult.
All your comments were like, sort your mic out, sort your mic out.
Shut up. Are you serious the whole time? Nuh-uh. Are you lying? I'm so sorry, you guys. If my mic was mad, I think he's fucking with me. Are you fucking with me?
No, I'm serious.
Whatever. You heard me. Then we had a conversation. If you couldn't hear me, then.
Yeah, but you sound great now.
Awesome. Well, because I plugged it in. Damn.
All right. So
right,
when you gonna come over to England?
When I want to come to England. Can you imagine the outfits I could put together? Oh my God, I would have so much. I would totally be like that girl in England. I would I would want a picture in front of everything.
I'm a good camera person.
I love being basic. I don't care. I like it. I like being a fan of all things. I don't ever want to be cooler than or feel that I'm cooler than anything. I like being impressed by things. So I can't wait to come and see it. What was I? Oh my God! I watched this crazy thing on Netflix. I'm totally getting distracted now. Yesterday, it was a documentary. Do you like true crime?
No.
Okay, well, it's a true crime documentary, and it took place in London in like 1970s, 80s. It was really cool. Anywho, well, I mean, only some parts of it. My Guinness was so great. That was the best part of the night. Thank you so much for coming. I'm so happy that you came. What are you showing us?
No. Anytime you want me on your podcast, let me know. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Sounds great. Sorry, I was thinking. Or would you tell me that my sound was good next time? Oh, we could have a proper podcast. Proper podcast.
But I can't determine if your mic's working or not, can I?
Yeah. We'll just blame Ollie. Let's just blame the dog. For sure. All right. Everyone, thank you so much. I didn't have anything planned for tonight's podcast. Thank God, because I wouldn't be able to talk about anything. Anyways, are you moving?
Someone wrote, the sound was muffled for 50 minutes, but we could understand you.
Are you serious? I'm so embarrassed. Oh no. I feel like that Bart Simpson or not Bart, Homer Simpson when he's going into the trays. I will delete it. I will.
All right. Well, look, we can do another podcast anytime. It's been absolute pleasure having a Guinness with you. It was a good warm up, and I look forward to speaking to you soon.
Bye.
Take care.
Guys. Bye. They ended. Am I still live? Am I by myself live? I think I am. Well, if I am still live, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. And if my sound was really bad, I'm so sorry. I really need to pay attention to those type of things. Anyone who commented tonight, thank you guys. The reason why I'm a little bit slow when I'm talking is I had a couple Guinnesses, and I'm just being real right now. The reason why I can't comment or put the comments up because I don't know what I'm doing yet. So I can't really put the comments up, and I'm scared to hit the button because if I hit the button, then I'm scared I'm going to shut myself off. So I'm not paying attention. I'm not paying attention, you guys. It's actually the opposite. I can't be more thankful for everyone that tuned in today and left a comment. I love that. Makes me feel so good that you guys are, watching and oh God, Yvette, get off the mic before like 25 years later, I'll be still talking. Am I still live? Anyhow, thank you guys so much. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you guys are watching the Squad Pod, you have to be watching the Squad Pod. We're coming up next week. We have a Friendsgiving episode coming, so I'm excited. Got a couple things coming up. The work with Ray Prisby from Youngstown. He was the guy that was in the Hall of Fame for the Browns, like the fan in the Hall of Fame, and also Ant Dog Vintage. We're going to be doing a lot of things with thrift and collecting, so I'm excited about that. So go ahead and check out my website at vgsports.com. This is the last thing I have to say because I am going to work on that website. I'm just slowly, but every day try to do a little bit, but you can catch all the episodes, and thank you guys again for everything. I'm so excited for the rest of the season, and let's fucking go. Let's go. We're gonna win, you guys. We're gonna beat the Steelers. That's all I know. I'll be at that game too. Bye. I won. Go Browns. I'll be trying for an hour to shut this off. Wait, this one. And action.